Hey everybody. So I think you already will know my face if you've already seen the welcome video, but this is the lecture that I would do on the first day of class for face-to-face classes. And so I'm just going to go ahead and try and copy that format. I have my slides here. They're just to kind of remind me of the things I need to go through. So we would get through a couple of introductory things about me and the class and, keys to success. And then I would go over the syllabus, and that would usually take up the first day. So that's kind of what I'm going to do now. I'm going to split it up into two videos, so just kind of have an intro to class, and then I'll have a video for each individual syllabus. So this is general. This is general for classes and labs, so I'll tell you if anything doesn't apply within the actual slides. So hello, my name is Sean Derrickson. I'm going to be your instructor for class or lab, whichever this one is actually for enrollment for you. And let's go through a couple of things. First off, just, this isn't for coming to campus information, but please sign up for the rave notifications. They'll give you some information on, class closures or, whatever is going on for, whatever it is they're doing, right? It's different than a normal semester. But please sign up for the rave notifications. That'll give you a text or a call. And then I like to start off with this. And just to let you guys know, this applies even more so for face-to-face classes, but there's a difference between willpower and way power. So my job is to provide you guys with a pathway for you to do well. All right, this is to provide you with opportunity to succeed. Your job is to provide the will and to do the work that you need to do. All right, and that's going to be some reading, some homework questions, some studying, stuff like that. Okay, so willpower versus way power, and I have shamelessly stolen this from another one of the instructors here, Derek De La Puena. So if you have him for a class, he'll probably go through something pretty similar. Okay, another thing, and just mention this kind of stuff occasionally. Teach Houston, you can have some scholarships. If you already know you want to be a teacher, then this would be a good idea, since you can get some pretty sweet scholarship deals. And then you agree to teach for a couple of years in the school that they choose for you, something like that. So if you're interested, go check that out. Your textbooks, move that over. Your class textbooks look like this. This one up in the upper right here is the the introductory chemistry, so 1405, and then 1411 are the general chemistry. This is the interactive general chemistry book. Both these you're going to need to purchase online. The lab books look a little different than this, but the lab books you'll still also purchase online. I think you can get paper copies if you want, but for the classes, I need you to go ahead and sign up for the online homework system. And so a lot of times you can get a deal for the book and the online homework system together. So just go check out those deals. There's going to be some links in the syllabus for how you do that for both labs and classes. So you see here this little Sapling Plus thing. Your homework is going to be done in Sapling. That applies for this one as well. Sapling is part of the Macmillan Learning umbrella. So go in, check that out, get your textbook as soon as possible. Okay. Since you found this video, I assume that you got onto Blackboard. Since everything's through Blackboard, it's going to be very important for you to do that. And I won't belabor this anymore. So a little bit about me. I started teaching about 4 or 5 years ago in 2016. I have graduated from University of Houston. I got a PhD in physical chemistry, which was in quantum mechanics specifically. So I'm just a local kid, grew up here, went to school here, and then I worked in the typical Houston industries for a while. I worked in oil and gas and aerospace for about 8 years. And then I was given an opportunity to go pursue something else a couple of years back. So I'm married, and we have 3 kids. My kids are, one of them's in middle school, and the other 2 are still in elementary school. But that's a little bit about me, and normally I would, one of the things I really look forward to is getting to know students a little bit. So hopefully this lets you get to know me a little bit, and then I'd still like to find out a way to get to know each of you guys. So I'm going to have some ideas on how to do that as the semester goes forward. Okay, so let's keep moving. Choose Connect Complete. This is a program that Wharton was doing. They, just to kind of beat our own drum here. We have one of the best transfer rates in the state, and we have a good reputation for teaching quality. So if you want to transfer over to a four-year institution, I think this is a good thing. But we did this initiative to try and help people pick a degree, graduate, and get on out of here. You don't need to spend any more time than necessary to go ahead and get your, this would be like maybe a 2-year degree, and then move on and get done with your education so you can start earning money. That's what this initiative was meant to do. There's a variety of reasons for that, but I'll just go ahead and leave it there. Some of my opinions, as I kind of intimated, I think that you guys have made a wise decision in where to go. You could take care of your, your 2 years, your mandatory classes, and then transfer over, and it's like you did everything at the other institution, and you'll save a lot of money if you're here. If you don't want to do a 4-year degree program, there are lots of technical programs that I think are excellent career choices, good money, and good career options. So like dental hygiene, there's a couple of things in the IT department here. I'm drawing a blank on what that's called, but design drafting is a good one. Some of the IT things like security and gaming, I think those are good decisions as well. Okay. And they also have a paralegal program. All right, so I get reviews every year from students, and sometimes it's kind of like getting backhand compliments from them, or just people taking shots at me, whatever. But I like to give a couple of funny ones. So here's one. I'm not sure if this is an exact quote, but it's he has very dry jokes, but they match his personality. Okay, that's me. And then another guy said, or gal, as they're anonymous, I don't know. You're the Bob Ross of chemistry. No offense. All right, no offense taken. I love Bob Ross. Who wouldn't like Bob Ross? Again, just to let you guys get to know me a little more. I'm sure you'll get to know me more as the semester progresses. You're going to need to get access to the Sapling online system. That is something that you have to purchase, and then you go to Sapling Learning and create a login. You'll then need to connect to the proper class. So there's a couple of steps that you go through in order to do that. It should be kind of obvious, but there is a more detailed enrollment page here, and I'll go ahead and post either this or something else to the to Blackboard, so you can have the login instructions and just refer to them when you need them. Okay. And please get access as soon as possible. You need to start reading the textbook. You need to start working on that homework. As of right now, I have homework due in my classes the first week. Okay, it's easy. It's just chapter 1 stuff, but you need to get in there and get started on it. Okay, so we'll finish up here. I just like to also clarify some roles and responsibilities, and the role of the teacher is to explain, to make clear what the student needs to do, and I have to hold you guys accountable somehow. That means tests or whatever it is. So that's my role. My responsibility is to make it possible, right, for you to pass, and then your responsibilities and your role is to follow up on that and to work hard in your class and to dig in and do the work. Okay. And then I have a couple of quotes here for this quote or this line here. All education is self-education. So this is one from Louis L'Amour. He's a writer. Then the one from Isaac Asimov, also a writer. But he says the only kind of education there is self-education. The only function of a school is to make self-education easier. All right, failing that, it does nothing. So hopefully I'm going to make this easier on you. But there's lots of things you have to learn in chemistry. All right, it's typically one of the harder classes that people take. All right, so just think, I'm going to work in this class, and you will. Okay, and then also shamelessly stole this from Derek, but he goes through this thing every semester and says, you have an option, all right? You can be either an ABC student or you can be a PU, right? Like PU. So an ABCDE is on the left-hand side here, so the A stands for active, all right? Checking up on the assignments, checking your messages, doing your homework, keeping up on the class. All right, active. And then PU would be passive. All right, you know, I didn't know that that test was due today. Well, go check. All right, go be active in the class. B is believes, and this one I'm going to have trouble with because I always forget what this U stands for. I don't think it's unbelief. But B, believe that you can be successful in this class. All right, I believe that every student that I have can be successful in this class. So you believe it. You believe it, and then work hard to make that come true. And then consistent. All right, if you just will work a little bit every day, or a little bit week to week, right? Make sure you're working almost every day in this class and you're consistent in that. It's going to make it a lot easier for you, all right? Inconsistent, if you just disappear for a couple of weeks, right, that's going to be very tough, especially for the online format, okay? Determined, evolving, all right? You are just, you know, determined, just have some grit, all right? You know, steel yourself to be successful in the class, and then constantly evolving, right? Don't be stagnant in your personal growth. Okay, so that is about it for the lecturing, for the, you know, motivational speech that I have. But be an ABC student, right? Not a PU student. And then, very important, the keys to success in chemistry. So you're going to need to read the text. That means to get access to the text and spend some time studying it. All right, spend some time thinking about it. There's also additional supplemental videos that you can watch that are abound on YouTube. All right, you can go to Khan Academy, or, you know, a bunch of different options on each particular subject and get some more details. But spend some time thinking about the material. Keep up in the class. I have some assignments to try and make sure everybody's keeping up. But, you know, that's still up to you. You got to keep up in class. That's important. And then 2 exclamation points on this one, work problems. So the homework problems that I have assigned are to kind of let you know what you need to be focusing on for the class. But that's not the only questions that you need to do, especially if you felt a little bit unsure about the question that you went through. And then work problems so that you know that you can do that one. Don't just look at the answer and then think, oh, now I understand it because I looked at the answer. That is just not the way it works in chemistry, physics, and math, stuff like that. And then I highly recommend getting together with classmates. I'm not sure how that would look this semester, but work problems, more than just the ones I assign. Get help if you need it. All right, tutoring, there's some different tutoring options. If your cousin is good at chemistry or whatever, go ask them. And then ask questions kind of goes along with getting help. Ask questions, ask questions, ask questions. This one is especially important for the online. I need feedback from you guys. Right? I need to know how you're doing, if something is unclear, if I flubbed something in one of the videos. So just ask questions. I'm going to hopefully weekly have a tag up with everybody where you get a chance to ask questions somewhat in real time, right? We'll have some Blackboard video meetings set up. Get help or tutoring, and then there's, I already mentioned this, there's a bunch of different places you can go. Crash Course Chemistry, Khan Academy, a bunch of different video options out there. Okay. So now we're done with that part. Go to the syllabus review video. That should be the next one shown in this module or this file. And that's it. You guys have a great day.